first TikTok will be bad. Your first newsletter will be bad. Your first video will be bad. Your first podcast will be bad. Yes, really, that includes me. Your first anything will be bad. But you can't make your 100th without making your first. Welcome to Season 3 of the Everyday Storyteller, and unbelievably, it's my 100th episode. I'm your host, Hilary Solzman, storyteller, writer, and consummate believer that things can only get better. Now, I have to admit, I did lift some of the words in my opening statement from a tweet, or is it X, I saw recently, but I stand by them. My first podcast episode, although not a total disaster, is nowhere near as good as my 10th. And my 10th is rubbish in comparison to my 50th. And my 50th, okay, I'm sure you can see where I'm going here. But my point is you have to start somewhere and keep on going. It's exactly the same with storytelling. You can't try once and then stop because you don't get the accolades you'd expected. Worse still, you can't let your ego, or more likely with women, your fears, get in the way of you ever sharing your story. So today, if you haven't shared your story for a while, or are new to this whole business of storytelling, I want you to put every fear and negative thought aside and just make a start, no matter how big or small. It could be a short Instagram post or reel about how you started your business or how you make a difference to your clients' lives. It could be pressing send or even starting to write that newsletter you've been telling your audience about for months. Or maybe it's your own podcast that's been living in your head all throughout the summer. If creating 100 podcast episodes has taught me one thing, it's about sticking with something. Even when it gets hard. No, especially when it gets hard. Had I never bitten the bullet with my first show, I'd never been able to impact and help the people that I have. And you wouldn't be here either. You'd be listening to another podcast. The same goes for your customers. So go on. Make today the day you start on your first. Let's check back in when you're on your 100th. I know you can do it. For anyone new here, your feedback is very much welcome. You can leave a 5-star rating or review, which really helps other women find the show. Or you can message me directly. All my contact details are in the show notes. Thanks for listening.